Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Sharks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Here comes the 0-1. Bounce to the right side, and he handles it himself for the out. So up next, A.J. Watt. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Hard hit left side. Whips it to first. And there's two down.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how
base is empty with two away. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he lays down a bunt. Watt takes it himself, and that'll do it. And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a speed threat, A.J. Watt. Foul ball there. Watt, just 19 years old. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. And gone! His 9th homer of the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the base.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Flied out his first time. Messina back to work. Right side, hard hit. He steps on the bag. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's a big power threat. A.J. Watt. And a foul ball. The pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. That's out number 2. Base is empty, 1 away. And now the first baseman, A.J. Watt. And there's a foul ball.
Come on now, big dog, get your pitch.
The 0-1. And there's a ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Out to short. Win. Out number 2. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Tied at 4. On the ground to first. To second, there's one. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the 9th. We are tied. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. And we are tied 4-4. First and second, 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, A.J. Watt. He's already homered in this game. That one missed.
Good eye, good eye. Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go.
Looking good. No one better up there. How you go?
That misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 2 outs.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Swung on, belted. Back there. Gone. Ball game. He sends it out of here, and they walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 7 runs on 12 hits. Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting out in the NL West, the Sharks had 12 hits at
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against Hawaii. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. So almost ready to get underway. And today on the hill, Roy Halladay. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Watt tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And a quick out, number one. Stepping in, the long ball threat, A.J. Watt. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Good eye right there.
Hey, come on, big dog. Stay hot.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Manny Ramirez now at the plate.
The left fielder.
Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Watt rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on.
Bases loaded with 1 away. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. He reached out a walk his first time. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Back here at Coors Field, set for the bottom of the third, digging in, A.J. Watt. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Watt, just 19 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Next offering is in for a strike.
Hey, we need you right here. One time.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. Here comes a pitch. And downstairs.
2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 1 away.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. 1 for 3. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Watt. He handles it himself, and the inning is over. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Andre Palante. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Your attention, please. Now,
Watt leading things off and takes a strike.
You know, this group of hitters doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
The next offering misses. Now 1-2.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Get your pitch.
And the pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. This looks like extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Righty delivers. That's to third. Arenado slings to first. One away. Bottom of the sixth.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Stepping in, Prince Fielder. In the air, left side. Burleson settles under this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Now batting.
So digging in, Joe Mauer. 1 for 2. And the 1-0. And the 1-0 misses low.
Hey, way to lay off that one. Good eye. Hey, see it. Drive it.
That's off the mark. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's the third baseman, Troy Gloss. He's already struck him out without a swing. Back here in Denver, bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, A.J. Watt. And that's down and away.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
In for a strike. And the count 1-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And it's even up.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
And here it comes. Just misses there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one is absolutely belted. This one's got a chance. Into the bleachers and gone. He blasts one out to center. His 11th of the year. It's 7-6. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
If you're a hater, then leave me alone. I gotta go into the dough. Money calling, so I pick up the phone. I wanna lie.
So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark. Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
1-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
They left 6 men on base. For St. Louis, 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 19 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting out in the NL West, the Sharks knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 7-6. The win was their 6th in a row. The Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 3-2. The Milwaukee Brewers smacked 15 team hits as they got a road win against Arizona 6-3. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed a win in extras over the Giants 2-1. Hunter Green struck out 15 overall with the win, leading the Reds past the Braves 9-5. Aramis Garcia grabbed 3 runs driven in, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 6-4.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against Hawaii. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A.J. Watt riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. He's homered in 4 straight games.
He is managing to find pitches that he can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for him. As long as he can get the bat to it, because he's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
Almost ready to get underway. Our starting pitcher in this one, Fernando Valenzuela. What do you have on him, Chris?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly. And
there goes the runner. They pitch out. Contreras throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
The 1-1.
Ball in.
Hey, here we go.
Gwynn over at second, 1 down. Clips the corner. That is strike 2.
2 strikes.
Hey, keep swinging that hot piece. Let's go, let's go.
The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. High in the air, out to right. Burleson under it. Snags it for the second out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Doubled his first time up. Grounder might be 2. Rollins over to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Got what he was looking for.
Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. A.J. Watt. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. That leaves him without a throw, and they can't get the out. Now, Manny Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Contreras throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And there's a base hit to left. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first.
Chopped left side. Over to Goldie. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. And now A.J. Watt. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in 1.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch and was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
Ripped on a line, and it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner on the go. Tag out. A rocket of a throw from Wilson Contreras.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a...
Now here is Brendan Donovan. Ball to strike. The pitch. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Well, almost any time you roll.
And here's the first baseman, A.J. Watt. He's a guy who does it all. That one ripped. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. His 12th of the season, and they add on. It's 8-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out.
Now it's going to be A.J. Watt. He's already homered in this game. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
0-2 as he waves at that one. What about him playing?
Ball 4, take your base.
Manny Ramirez digs in now. Kittredge throws over, and he's back in safely. McCutcheon, the runner at third. Watt at first. One gone. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump. And here is Prince Fielder.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
At the belt and fires. Got him. And that ends the inning. And your final 10-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi.
you